In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a simple pizza crust using this pizza crust yeast packet, which you can find in most grocery stores. Alright, so I already have my ingredients laid out, which I advise when you're making anything to go ahead and prep things in order to make it a smoother process. But to make this pizza dough, you'll need 2 cups of flour, the packet of yeast, 1½ teaspoons of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 2/3 a cup of very warm water from 120 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 tablespoons of oil, and I also add a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder for additional flavor. Alright, so to start off, I'm using my KitchenAid stand mixer. You can do this in a bowl by hand or with a spoon or something like that, then knead it on the table if you wish. But I'm using this with the dough hook attachment. You can also use a bread machine, that makes it really easy as well. But you start off with 1 cup of flour, drop it in your bowl, then put your yeast in there, your salt, your sugar, and garlic powder if you wanted to add that. Then you want to kind of mix that up a little bit on low setting, just to kind of mix it up. It's not real important, so you could skip that step really if you wanted to. And then just go ahead and add in your water and your oil. Lock it in and then just let that mix. You'll probably also need a spatula to scrape down the sides to get it fully mixed. And then after it's all incorporated, you'll add in your 2nd cup of flour. Now it's been mixing for a minute, but as you see, it didn't quite get all the flour incorporated in there. So now's when you want to scrape it down and get everything mixed together. Then let that run a little bit longer. Alright, so once that's pretty well mixed up, go ahead and add in the 2nd cup of flour, and then you'll see the dough start to form a lot better. Alright, once your dough is formed into a nice consistency, you just want to get it off that hook there. It can be a little sticky, so don't worry about that, that's normal. But what you want to do now is get a bowl that's at least big enough to allow it to double in size. Then take you some oil. Roll up that bowl so it don't stick to it. Then take your ball of pizza dough there. And throw her in there, and then you want to let it rise for about an hour in a relatively warm place until it's double in size. Alright, well it's been about an hour, so let's check on our dough. And there we go, it's about doubled in size. So you want to punch it down, see how soft it was. A little bit of air will come out of it. Now what you want to do now, I'm not going to make a pizza out of it. I'm going to save this dough for in the future. You can freeze it like up to 3 months. Or throw it in the refrigerator for a couple of days. But it's super soft, hairy now. The yeast did its job, and it makes a good crust. Now you can divide this into 2 pieces and make a thin crust pizza, or you can keep it whole and make a nice thick crust. I often use a 12-inch cast iron pan to make that, or you can just use a regular 12-inch cookie sheet that's made for pizza. Alright, so that is basically it. That's how you make a pretty simple yet tasty and fluffy pizza dough. And like I said, you can divide it up, make 2 pizzas, use it for 1 pizza, freeze it for 3 months, throw it in the refrigerator for a couple of days and have it ahead of time. But as always, I want to thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you learned from it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video out to help me grow. All of that is much appreciated. But thanks for watching.